Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to be testing a new gun. So let's go ahead and open this box and take a look at it. There it is. This is pretty big. So this is an HW44. The grip on this thing has so many little grooves, but it just perfectly fits my hand. This thing was expensive though. This was like over $1,000. I could have bought a real suppressed firearm, but instead we got this pellet gun. In the box here, we got the pellet gun, and we also got 2 of these magazines, an Allen wrench, I don't even know what that's for, and we got the fill probe. Okay, I just filled this thing up with air to 200 bar, and it didn't take long at all, what you would expect, because the air tank on this is super tiny. Got a couple pellets in the magazine, so we'll go ahead and cock this back. And there's this little thing right here you gotta lift up, which moves a little pin in there, so you can go ahead and slide the magazine in. This thing is kind of a pain to load. Maybe I just gotta get used to it. And now, we'll go ahead and load this thing, and we are ready. First shot. Oh my goodness. That is quiet and feels like I could go hunt some squirrels right over there. I'm actually been hearing some. Pretty fast. I put on a bipod and the scope. The scope's like as big as the gun, but we're gonna go ahead and test the accuracy out on this. So I got a target down there 25 yards away, and I got 2 kinds of pellets to try. We got these JSB 15.89 grain and these H&N's 14.6 grain. So we'll start out the JSBs and I'll put you on the scope cam. I'm gonna do 5 shots with each pellet. Oh man, it is so hard to hold this thing steady without having like a shoulder rest. Okay, switching over to H&N's. I think these might do a little better because in my HW100, the H&N's shoot really good. Actually, in all my HW rifles, I think the H&N's shoot the best out of all of them. I'm gonna put 2 fouling shots down the barrel. There we go. Now I'll do our shot group. 25 yards is pretty close, so we might not even see a difference, but I don't know. Maybe we will. All right, let's go check out these groups. So JSB's not bad at all. I think I pulled that one on the right, and then I definitely pulled that one too, but all the rest kind of fell right in there, so pretty good. H&N's did a little better, but that could have just been that I was holding the gun more steady. But all of them pretty much fell right in there except for that one. The accuracy is so good on this, it's not gonna matter which pellet I choose really. But I think I'm gonna stick with the H&N's because they're a tiny bit lighter, so hopefully they'll have a flatter trajectory and I'll be more accurate at longer range. So I'm over at the barn. So I'm gonna be walking around with this thing, see if we can find some sparrows, maybe even a pigeon, and we'll try to take him out with the pistol. Oh man, that was a really awkward shot, but we got him. I shot that thing like in the butt, but I heard him fall right outside the silo, so I got him. Oh crap, he's still alive. He ran back into the silo. He's done. We got him. All right, here we go. First kill with the pistol. Looks like on the first shot I got him right there. Not a very good shot, but he wasn't able to get far. So today's the opening day of squirrel season, so we gotta go squirrel hunting with this thing. So I'm pretty excited, hoping to get a bunch of squirrels. Some nice squirrel wings, sounds pretty good right now. All right, so I'm gonna get walking around here. Probably should be a little more quiet. See if I can see or hear any squirrels. I just saw one right over there. Oh my goodness, there's one right above me. Oh crap. Oh, where'd he go? I don't know where he went, but he was just climbing around right up there. I did see at least one more over here. There was one right on this tree, and he just ran down there. There he is. There he goes. Darn it. There's like 3 squirrels above me right now. think he might be down. We might got one. Yeah, we got him. He's down. All right, there he is. First squirrel with the pellet pistol. So I took 3 shots on this squirrel. First one, I think it went right over him. But since this pellet gun is so quiet, he didn't even know I shot at him. On the second shot, I probably hit him in the arm. And then he climbed down the tree and stopped, and I was able to put a nice heart shot on him. I just saw a groundhog right there. I'm gonna try to walk over there and take a shot. Darn it. Almost got a shot on that thing. He would not stay still long enough for me to take a shot though. So it's the next day again. I'm back out here in the woods and we're going to be trying to go after a groundhog with this thing. So I'm set up right here about 25 yards away. You can see the holes right there. There are also a couple holes over there, which I will be keeping my eye out for them too. I do think this thing has plenty enough power for a groundhog. I mean, it's almost going 700 feet per second with a 22 cal. I'd think that'd be fine for groundhogs. All right, I'm just gonna sit here and wait. I will turn the camera back on when I see one. Okay, so that groundhog I just shot was right down there. I watched it run up here to this hole, and when I got up here, there was a groundhog right at the entrance of the hole. There was a groundhog just sitting there, but I think it's a different one because this one looks way smaller. He was just sitting there looking up at me. He tried to go run back down the hole, but he couldn't go for some reason. So I was able to get that one. So I'm wondering if the one I shot first went down the hole, died, and then this one was like over there somewhere and then it just ran down there and couldn't make it down the hole because the other one was blocking it. That's what I think may have happened. We're gonna find out here. I'm gonna pull this dead one out first. All right, I just watched the footage back and this is definitely a different one. The first one I shot at had like really silver looking hair. This one's kind of brown looking and it's definitely a yearling too. I did stick the camera down that hole. I couldn't see anything though. So I don't know why this one wouldn't go down. I think it's safe to say this is not powerful enough to go shoot groundhogs even at close range, because I put a perfect shot on that groundhog. Even like I hit that thing in like the eyeball, it still couldn't go through the skull and kill the groundhog. So I guess the limit with this is like squirrels. So it's the next day again. I've been squirrel hunting for like 3 or 4 days and there's just like no squirrels out this year. Usually like right when I walk in the woods, I'll just hear squirrels chewing on nuts and I'll hear them like barking and stuff, but I just walked in the woods and there's just like nothing. It's weird. I don't know what's going on. And for those of you who are all ready for deer season, I'm not, because like, well, I just started getting ready. If y'all remember from like 2 years ago, the world's tallest tree stand video, I think it's somewhere right there. Yeah, you can see it up there, the 60-foot tall tree stand. There was so many deer at this spot when I hunted there, so here's what I did. I set up a deer feeder right here and I put up a mineral block and you'll see this big fence. The fence is for keeping the cows out. Right out there's the cow pasture and then there's the woods right here. And the cows, I don't want the cows going in and like just eating all my corn and licking up all my minerals. So I had to build this fence around the deer feeder. Hopefully that'll work. And I did have a trail camera right here. It's only been here for a couple days. Let's see if we have any deer. There's a deer right there. I'm a little worried this fence is gonna keep the deer out. I haven't even seen a deer cross over to this fence and eat the corn. So I'm kind of nervous about that. And then I cleared a little trail out here and here's my tree stand. This is like the nicest tree stand I've ever got. You can see I still got a lot of work to do though. I got a lot of branches to clean out. Like I can't even see the deer feeder down there. Just a little behind the scenes of this coming deer season. Plan is to get a giant buck, because I've never gotten one with a bow before. Okay, let's go squirrel hunting now. I hit him. I don't know where he went though. I just shot that squirrel off of that tree, but I do hear another one back there chewing on a nut. I don't know where this one went though. All right, I can see his tail up in the tree. I'm gonna try to take a shot. Dropped him. All right, we got him. I just smoked that squirrel. All right, so he fell from this tree. Should be right here somewhere. Oh, there he is. I walked right past him. How did I not see that? That thing did not go anywhere. I'll set the pistol down and we'll take a look at this squirrel. Oh yeah, that was a really good shot. Got him right in the neck. Shooting about straight up at squirrels is always kind of tricky because Gravity doesn't have the same effect as if you're shooting like horizontally, but when you shoot up, the pellet doesn't drop like this. It kind of just goes up. I wasn't really sure to aim for the squirrel, so I think I just aimed for the neck. If it went a little high, I would have got him a headshot. And if it dropped a little lower than I was expecting, it would have just been a heart shot. Either way, we would have got the squirrel, but we got him in the neck and he just dropped, died instantly. Good shot. So I ended up taking the scope off this thing. It was just getting so heavy carrying this around with a giant scope and a scope cam too, but it feels way better just carrying it like this. So what we're going to be doing now is something you guys have never seen me do on the channel. We are going to be hunting locusts. I think that's what they're called. They're like giant grasshopper looking things. So I'm just walking down this gravel path and there's always those locusts here. They always like the really rocky stuff with like a little bit of grass and weeds too. Oh, I just saw one. There, he just landed. Let's see if I can get him. Oh, I got him. Let's go. I just smoked that thing. Look at that, heart and lung shot. Got him. I see one right down there. Got him, got him, got him. Get this thing loaded back up, see if we can get another. I forgot to mention this at the beginning of the video, but this thing gets 2 magazines before I have to refill the tank, so that's 20 shots. That's really impressive to me because of how small this air tank is. 20 shots, that's pretty good. Okay, let's keep walking, see if we can find some more. I just saw a big one right there. I can't see him though. They blend in so good. Oh my goodness, there's another. Oh, I'll get this one instead. No, I missed him. Oh, I wounded him. Get reloaded. He can't fly away. Got him. Another one down. So that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Make sure to subscribe if you like air rifles.